All right, right now we're in Detroit Denim with Eric. What's going on?
Not much. How are you, Kari?
I'm doing very well. We're going very well. This is Detroit is Different. It's going to be a feature of the fashion maker, and you're definitely a fashion maker. You got a brand and a line called Detroit Denim. What's Detroit Denim?
Detroit Denim is, it's a lot of things, but on the other hand, it's denim. It is jeans. It is men's jeans. We make a couple different fits and cuts of a very classic style of men's jean, as well as bags, aprons, and a few other accessories. So we keep it simple, you know, due to our size and where we are in our stage, but the foundation product for what we do is just men's jeans.
Okay, what got you into this whole world?
Oh, you know, there was a series of circumstances that all kind of, you know, convened to put me where I am, because what I do is not common, and not a lot of other people have either tried it or done it or made that risk. But how I got here is through a corporate life of about 15 years. And during that time, during the end of that corporate career I had started a coffee shop, which sort of gave me this taste of owning a small business. And I wouldn't call it being an entrepreneur. I was just a coffee shop owner. But it gave me that autonomy and want to do something on my own, manage myself, you know, coming from a corporate environment where you're just, you know, one number out of, you know, all these others. And then the other thing is that my mother was a home ec teacher, and so I had access to a sewing machine growing up, and I wasn't really into fashion or you know, making my stuff, but I was a tall, skinny kid, and my pants looked terrible on me. And so what I would do is actually alter them slightly, just to sort of you know, make them fit better. So here I was, you know, unbeknownst to me, years and years ago, like sort of tapering and altering my jeans, not knowing I would ever actually do that as a career. And so I had this background of a little bit of it, awareness of how to sew. I had this want to own my own business, and then the other thing is I had this real passion for denim. And the one thing that started happening and that I noticed that I loved was that the sort of the resurgence of things being made in America. And this was about probably 10 years ago. It really started getting on my radar, and I noticed it, and I just thought it was such a poetic thing that jeans are about as Americana as can be. I mean, they have such a rich history, and you know how they were really invented out in San Francisco with the gold rush, and they really didn't spread throughout the world until they became this sort of commonplace item in the U.S. through the 50s and 60s, and then it took off through Europe and everywhere else. But so I loved jeans. I knew how to sew just a little bit. I wanted to have my own business, so you put all those pieces together, and it's really started a denim company. And the nice thing too is that here I am in Detroit, and well, I guess it's a good and bad. You know, it's a double-edged sword, because I'm convinced I couldn't have done it anywhere else. If I was in New York or LA or anywhere else, I could not have started this, you know, with the resources and the limited capital I had. So that was nice, but the other thing is that, like, no one else is doing it here, and it's kind of for a reason, because it's hard. It's super hard, and you're really left to your own devices, and it's you know, it's been so great, because it's really a thing of, you got to figure it out, and I think that's a real kind of beautiful Detroit, you know, ethic that we have. You know, we're gritty, we're blue collar, and we figure stuff out and we make it work. So, you know, it just fit. So, super long question or answer to your question, but all these things happen. I had this corporate life. I got let go from it. They closed my division. It's like, I don't want to do this corporate thing anymore, but I really want to own my own business. I love jeans. I love all these things, and it was about a 2-year process to talk myself into it. It wasn't just, oh, this is simple. It was agony. It was an agonizing decision of you know, moving forward and really, you know, jumping into the deep end to start this business.
Okay, how have people taken to the whole line and just buying the jeans, and how do people respond as you started selling them?
Positively. The one thing when so here I am, I start this business. I said I'd give myself a year to figure it out, just to figure out how to make the jeans and what kind of jean I want and how to source it and get all the machinery and everything. So I figured it out, and then it was before I even move forward, I'm giving myself 1 year to see if there's even a demand for it. And it's like, I could be making the best, you name it, product in the world. If no one wants it, what good is it? So the first year I really started doing it, I got that answer, and it was like, yeah, people like what we're doing. They like that, it's being made by hand. They like how well it's being made, the care that goes into it. And I think they really like knowing that, I know the person who's making it. I know how it's made and where it's from. And, we really lost that with a lot of our apparel. At best, you can associate a brand with a product, like, oh, that's let's just say Gucci, and bad example, but, oh, that's Nike. I know Nike, and it's a brand, and it's about athleticism and all of that, and it's a cool color, but you don't know where it comes from, and I think most people don't want to know where it comes from because it's ugly. And but this is different, and I think people want that different.
Okay, so as you saw that people started liking not just the jeans, what made you say to yourself, all right, I got to expand this operation. I got to put more money, more time into it, and commit myself to now you're here all the time?
Yeah. And when I was first planning it out, I was doing other jobs and stuff to make ends meet, but I was still doing this on the side. And that was, anyone who's done a few things and who's done things to sort of make it, to get by while they're really pursuing their passion, I think understands that. And you sort of get to a point of like, all right, I think this can work, and it's risky, and it's it's a little scary. It's very scary, but you just sort of do it. So it really was jumping into the deep end from a real early stage, a real early part of the process. And the first thing I would admit is like, we're not there. We're not even close to there, but we keep moving forward. I remember hiring my first person, and then that second person, and then feeling like we know what we're doing, and we can do it. But even now, we're 5 people, and then myself. But I still consider ourselves kind of a hobby shop in terms of where I want to be. And I don't want to take over the world or be this huge brand, but I want to be 20 people of just, rock solid, talented, hardworking, producers of our product. So.
All right. Along with that, would you say is some of the coolest things that you see just in the design that came out as you started getting more into the fashion?
Yeah, it's sort of this fork in the road, because as we do jeans, we've gotten really good at it, and then it sort of brings you a little bit more exposure, and then as a result you end up getting requests for a lot of things that perhaps you shouldn't do. So we try to keep a pretty disciplined approach to that. So we'll do things, like we did a computer bag, a laptop bag, which is not jeans at all. We did it for the reason that it allowed us to work with a new material and develop our skills. So that's kind of neat, and it's not jeans, and you sort of look back and you're like, we really shouldn't be doing laptop bags, but we can say, but we learned how to work with this material. We got better as a result. And but the thing, I think one of the real rewarding things as far as the process and the fashion is like, we're unique because we sell most of our jeans through here. We do online and then through here. We don't have we get asked all the time, like, oh, do you sell in Chicago or New York or Miami? And it's like, no, we sell here. But what that allows us to do, and what we've gotten really good at, is fitting people. So we get guys that come in here, and sometimes they don't even know what they want or what should fit them, and we can sort of help guide them through that process. And it's really nice when you can this person who doesn't really know, but they end up with a pair of jeans that fit well. And I think anyone that knows when they have something that fits well and they feel good with it, you're confident. It just makes a difference. Like, it's sort of like that favorite pair of jeans, but it's from the very get-go. So the rewarding thing is that, like, we're good at providing that. So it's not just like, yeah, we make jeans and it's fun to make them, but it's like, it's really nice and rewarding to see like what it does and what it means to people. And, to be able to provide that, because you can't get it at a mall, you can't get it at a lot of places. Like, it's a rare thing. So it's, we like that.
Okay, 2 last questions. First, where do you see Detroit Denim going soon? That's the first question.
Soon, I see us getting out of here. We're in the pony ride space, which has been, a real blessing for us to allow us to really focus on the business and focus less on the building and anything that any other building owner would have. And so we've been here for over 3.5 years now, and it's like we've graduated, so we're moving. We're going to go head east, Franklin Street in Rivertown. We're going to actually more than triple our size in terms of our layout. So short term is like transition to a new place. Long term, big challenge is getting people in and training them and sort of just bringing people on board and turning this 5-person shop to 20 to 25-person shop.
Okay.
You didn't ask me long term, but I said it. I'm sorry.
All right. And then the second question that I have, more so within this, is if people want to get into this experience, want to support Detroit Denim, want to get a pair right now, how can they do that?
Easy. You can just go on our website. There's contact information. There's phone number, everything. Just give us a shot. We're, you call or email us, and it's like us that's responding. It's not an automatic, reply system. It's like, just get a hold of us, and it's DetroitDenim.com, which gets you anything you need, and we'll get you, we'll bring you in, we'll fit you, and get you something that fits really well.
All right. Thank you, sir.
Thank you.